Good afternoon, class. So, this afternoon, I want you to close your eyes and just listen to this audio being played, because you have to tell me about the audio when it's finished. So, just close your eyes.
You hear those sounds? Sounds around us. Do you hear those sounds? We are surrounded with sounds everywhere. We hear different sounds around us. When we wake the living room, the ceiling fan, the top. The key rim sound. The beat.
Okay, class. So with that audio being played, we all heard a lot of different sounds. Can anyone give me one? Yes, we hear people laughing, people applauding or clapping. Yes, we hear sounds from animals like the cat going meow and the cow going moo. Yes, those are some sounds we hear from the audio. So now we are going to look at a video on our fun topic today, and it is based on the onomatopoeia. So let's look at this video now.
Crash, bash, boom, pow. What was that sound? Rumble, growl, slurp, snap. Did you hear that? What's that? Onomatopoeia. Oink, neigh, woof, meow. What was that sound? Slap, flick, swoosh, whack. Did you hear that? What's that? sounds. Listen, they are all around. Sniff, cough, chew, ow. What was that sound? Broom, honk, screech, crack. Did you hear that? What's that? Onomatopoeia. What's that? Onomatopoeia. What's that? Onomatopoeia. What's that?
Okay, so can anyone tell me what they understand from that video? Yes, we have Celine saying that she understands that the onomatopoeia it deals with song. Yes, that is correct. Yes. Also, it imitates the song. Yes, it deals with the different type of songs. So now we are going to look at what is the onomatopoeia. We have here an onomatopoeia is a figure of speech in which words evoke the actual sound of the thing they refer to or describe. So here we have some uses of the onomatopoeia in poetry. So we have the first use here. It is used to imitate the sound of things. Let's read the second one together. It captures the reader's attention. It controls the imagination of the readers. And lastly, it allows the reader to visualize the scene, creating a multisensory experience. So now we are going to look at some example of the onomatopoeic sentences. The tick-tock of a clock. The tick-tock of a clock. So with that being read, we can imagine using our senses how the sound the clock make. We have here the ding-dong of a doorbell. So with that, we understand that right now we are thinking about the sound the doorbell is making. Lastly, we have here the boom of firework exploding. Yes, so with that, now you're going to go into groups. I want you to go into groups of 4, and I have some words for you. So with these words, I want you to create sentences or a poem using these words. Whichever one suits you, you create a poem or some sentences using these words. Okay, so we have the words here, and we have hiss, we have meow, we have chirping, we have tweet, and we have cock-a-doodle. So can anyone give me an example? Any group? Just get up. Yes, group 1 is saying their sentence. They created a sentence, and the sentence is the snake hissed at Sam. Okay. Another group, the meow, the cat go meow. Okay. Yes, we have group 3. The cock crows cock-a-doodle-doo. Correct. Okay. And we have another group saying the bird chirp, or the chirping of the birds. Okay, that is correct. So now I just want you to, now we're going to look at the poem, and I want you to identify at least 3 onomatopoeia used in this poem, and how do you think it made you better understand the poem? Just give me one reason. Yes, so let's look at the poem. Okay, so we have the poem here, and just let us read it together. The Pied Piper of Hamelin Hymnlin by Robert Browning. So let's read it together, class. There was a rustling that seemed like a bustling of merry crowds jostling at pitching and hustling. Small feet were clattering, wooden shoes clattering, little hands clapping, and little tongues clattering. And like fowls in a farmyard when barley is scattering. Okay, so now you have to identify the onomatopoeia in the poem. There are a lot. Come on. Okay, so here we have the onomatopoeia found in this poem. So I'll just take like 2 volunteers from the class to tell me what they think it made them better understand the poem. So, okay, Jason is saying that with these words here, it made him understand that there was a lot of noise in this farmyard. He can visualize that it was as though you go early morning to feed the animals with barley, or let's say we use rice, because they were rustling, bustling, jostling, hustling, pattering, clattering, clapping, clattering, scattering. So with that we can see that it was a very confusing scene to look at. Everything was going in its own direction. Anybody else? Yes, we have Maggie saying she understands that from this here that there was a lot of activity going on in whichever scene the poem was referring to, or the poet. There was a lot of movement. There was a lot of, everyone was doing their own thing. And we have here the last line saying, and like fowls in a farmyard when barley is scattering. So that is how this scene is compared to. Like if you go in a farmyard, you will see things. You will see a pig doing its own thing. You will see the chicken doing its own thing. And especially if you go at that time of the day to feed it, you will see this activity going on. So the poet uses this here to explain the scene that he was seeing, and it also allows us as the reader to visualize what was going on using these different songs in the poem. So with that being said, that brings us to the end of our lesson today. And before I go, just remember that with this word, it evokes the actual sound of what the thing refers to. For example, rustling. It's like if you hold the bush and shake it, that's the sound, rustling. And we have here clapping, like clapping my hands. So just remember that the onomatopoeia is used in poetry to help us readers to better understand what is going on in the poem. And by reading this little stanza from the poem, we can see that our imagination went wild into imagining what was going on with all these activities. So that brings us to the end of our class. Have an enjoyable day, and always remember that the onomatopoeia refers to the sound, the sentence, or the poem, or the actual song they want to evoke inside. Thank you.